Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Yesterday I was going to do an update on the Hearing Protection Act because there was some news on it, but everything got derailed with obviously the shooting that took place at the GOP Republican baseball practice and the commotion that followed, the gun control, and the 93 million Americans who died yesterday due to gun violence, and they're all going to die again today. It's crazy. It's just amazing how that happens. But the Hearing Protection Act was attached to an omnibus bill, the SHARE Act, and it was supposed to be heard yesterday, and it was canceled because of what happened. The House Committee on Natural Resources was supposed to take up this omnibus bill. It doesn't have a number yet, but I do have a link in the description where you can look at this bill. And this bill has been favorable for a long time. It's the brainchild of the NSSF, the National Shooting Sports Foundation, and there are a lot of things that have been very favorable to pass throughout the last couple of years, except one thing. Barry Obama didn't want it to pass, so it never did. After consultation with the ATF, the Hearing Protection Act was attached to this bill. So keep your eyes open. Remember I did the video last week or the week before, link will be floating above here, on why they're waiting, or were waiting, to move forward with the Hearing Protection Act, and it had basically everything to do with getting the amount of votes to get it through the House. But now it's attached to this omnibus bill, which is very pro-gun. So I'll go over a couple things with you, tell you what this bill, the quick gist of it and what it does, what it looks to do. And again, the link is in the description so you can have something to reference when you make those calls to your House Republicans, maybe even a Democrat. There are some Democrats who did sign on as co-sponsors of the Hearing Protection Act. So just because Maxine Waters is your go-to person doesn't mean you shouldn't call them, doesn't mean you shouldn't let them know they're not doing the right thing, doesn't mean you should not let them know that freedom is what it's all about, not their evil, ugly ways. So I'm going to go from a list because I can't remember everything. The SHARE Act looks to make clear that the EPA has no regulatory authority on lead ammunition or fishing tackle. Why is that in there? Well, if you remember, on the way out the door, then President Barack Hussein Obama passed the overnight, on his last night in office, passed a ban on lead ammo and lead fishing tackle on any federal grounds. So that was repealed immediately upon a real person taking office. But that's in there now to make it official. If should this pass, it ain't never going to happen again. The second thing is it's going to allow Pittman Robinson funds with taxes on sporting guns and ammo that we already pay to be used for development of public shooting ranges on public lands. You mean our money could be used for our stuff? Wow, it's crazy. This next one's kind of big. You don't hear it a lot, but if you start to look at a list of what this group can control, that's the Army Corps of Engineers. And this will forbid them from prohibiting the carry of firearms on any Corps of Engineers managed land, and state law would apply, similar to the carry in parks reform signed by President Obama. So you can carry in a state park, federal park, blah, 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 blah. Not every state's the same, though. It also seeks to open up... It also seeks... I can't say seek. It also seeks to open up federal lands that are now closed to hunting and fishing, including many recently closed monuments. Side note, have you ever looked at a map of federally owned property? Take a peek and look at it. Also looks to clarify the federal definition of baiting migratory birds to prevent prosecution of innocent farmers and ranchers. Ensures that bows and crossbows can be transported across federal areas where they are banned in order to get to areas where they may be legally used. So if you're hiking through an area where they're banned just to go to a spot you can use your bow or your crossbow, this looks to make that totally legal. It also requires cooperation with the state fish and wildlife agencies in managing fish in coastal and Great Lakes waters. Requires creation of an online database showing the awards of all court settlements and the basis of those awards to improve transparency and prevent favoritism of activist groups. It looks to prevent the prosecution of individuals and organizations involved in Good Samaritan search and recovery missions on federal land. Allows for lawsuits and recovery of fees against any other person, including individual officials and state and local governments, that deprive a person of their legal right to transport firearms and ammunition from one place where they may be legally possessed to another place where they may be legally possessed. New Jersey.
With a .30 caliber clip to disperse with 30 bullets within half a second.
Looks to require withdrawal of restrictive rules on hunting and trapping in Alaska, returning the authority to the state itself. Allows the importation of polar bear trophies legally taken in Canada. Removes wolf management from judicial review in Wyoming and the Western Great Lakes, returning it to state wildlife agencies. So just a quick update on the SHARE Act, S-H-A-R-E. Again, link is in the description. Check it out. If you happen to get a date before I happen to see a date, because my schedule is loony, let me know in the comments if you hear something about it before I do. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already and help grow this freedom family. This channel is growing, and thank you because of it. Ladies, if you're watching, there's like 6% of my channel subscribers are women, yet you're the fastest growing percentile in the firearms industry. I'd love to have you all join this channel so that we can all be focused when it comes time to fight these stupid rules and laws. Join us if you would. And this is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry your weapon. See, even in the studio. Take care, everybody.